this one off in the top of the first. Caden Richardson at the plate, bats from the right side, pitch on the way. Runner taking third, the throw not there as he slides under that one. Puts runners up at second and third. As Brylan Mayberry cruises into third and gets a steal, Gatlin Keeling moves up to second base. Du Bois checks off, looks back to Richardson at the plate. RBI opportunity here. He has two of them in scoring position. 1-0, pitch on the way, and this one grounded to short. As he's, I don't know, going now to a rundown between home and third, and they're not going to get any outs here. We're going to have them loaded up, slides under the tag at third. What looked ugly became it worked, but it was looking ugly for a little bit. Hoyt Matthews comes up. Hammerin' Hoyt digs in. Wearing the number 27, I seen Hoyt yesterday. He was over in the cages putting some work in on a Sunday afternoon. Hoyt comes up to the plate, bases loaded up and one out gone as Hoyt digs in. On deck is Hutzel as Hoyt digs in from the right side. Du Bois looks in, catcher will set him up to the outside, pitch on the way, misses away, ball one. Pitch count goes 1-0 with one out. Sets up to the outside, pitch on the way. This one misses low. Oh, says it catches the knee, sorry. Strike called. Bases loaded up here for Hoyt. Hammerin' Hoyt. Clouds have gave way. It's been cloudy all afternoon. Pitch on the way. This one hammered right to the shortstop. Looks to the and dropped it at third. As he is safe. Came to a quick throw to third, nearly doubled him up. So as he lines out to short, that is two outs gone. As Hutzel comes up to the plate. Hutzel digs in from the right side, bases juiced for him. On deck is Gabe Linton, pitch on the way, and this one grounded to first. So he'll take care of it himself, trots over to first, grounds him out. That'll do it here. Panthers leave them loaded up in the bottom of the first inning. We head to the top of the second. No score in this one. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We're moving on to the bottom of the first, or top of the second. 0-0 is your score. This is for all the marbles. Just got up here. There's a big swing and a miss. As I got some static in my headsets. No balls, one strike. That ball's just a touch outside. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mayberry Park. The girls, tough luck in their district semifinal as they fall short to Ava. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Mayberry looks in. He comes set. He fires. That ball's in the dirt. Good block by Hoyt. Just underway here. Mayberry winds. He deals, and it's fouled off. Salem undefeated in the conference. Sanders is the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. Mayberry, the way outside. That makes the count full. Hayden Sanders, the catcher. Here's a pitch right down central for strike 3. Man, you couldn't get a better pitch than that. I'll tell you what, he wanted a gift. And he splits the plate in 2 and goes down looking. And that's the first out here in the top of the second. Man, Mayberry said, here it is, hit it. And he just watched it go by. This is Howard. Howard, the right fielder. He looks at one a little bit high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. This is for all the marbles. Panthers trying to make up for an earlier hiccup and beat the undefeated Salem Tigers and go in the back door for the conference championship for the 3rd year in a row. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a pitch right downtown central. All right, we moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here. Oh, good pitch there. I wonder where that missed. Holy cow, Moses. Man, talk about getting squeezed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go, and there's a pitch, and he swings and waves at it for his 2nd strikeout of the inning. And at top of the 2nd, we have 2 out on 2 Ks. 1 backwards, 1 a swinger. The ball, a little bit outside. This is Ball playing left field today. There's one. He pops it up into shallow left field. Hoy makes the catch, and that's 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 2nd. We'll be back with the Panthers coming to hit in the bottom of the 2nd, 0-0. With on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. That brings up Gabe Linton. Linton hitting from the right-handed box. He swings and misses. Linton, his first at bat, bottom of the second. He looks at a ball inside that gets away from the Salem catcher. Linton's been on a hot streak lately. See if he can keep that up. Gabe, the center fielder, he looks in and he pops that one straight up and foul and out of play right behind us. And he swung at a pitch that was way high in the strike zone. Need to let those go, Gabe. On the mound today is Du Bois. He winds, good pitch there over the inner half, and Gabe comes up empty as he swings and misses. That's going to bring up Braden Hoy. Hoy, the left-hander, left fielder. Salem undefeated in conference this year. Man, there's a slow roller to second. Second baseman has it, fires to first, and gets Hoy by a step. That is going to bring up Peterson and then back to the top of the order. Sam playing right field. Coach Kaufman gives him a signal. Then back to the top of the order where Caden Murphy will be up. There's one inside, almost hits him. Sam dared him to. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the second, no score. There's a slow roller, but foul. Coach Kaufman makes a good play on it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Just relieved Rocky. Rocky came over from the girls' game. I had to go get some hot dog buns. There's a curveball, just doesn't quite get enough at the plate. Good take by Sam. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Peterson gets set. Here he goes. There's ball a little low. That makes the count 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 down. Man, the sun shines out and finally got it in. And he checks, swings, and yes, he goes. And that makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he winds and fires. And that ball's inside. Sam draws a rock. And he's on first. And that brings up Murphy. Murphy been inserted in the lineup lately. Add a little pop, little zing. They whine and deal. A check swing there went around. No balls, 1 strike with Peterson on first, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second, no score. Panthers 2 hits in their first inning and couldn't get anything across. They whine and pitch, and there's a slow curveball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. This didn't quite break enough over the plate. Peterson gets a good lead off of first, 2 down. Bottom of the second. Panthers back to the top of their order. And he looks at a strike, and there's a throw to second that's way high. Peterson head first slide in there easy. Now runners in scoring position with 2 outs, but the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. For all the marbles in the SCA right here. I guess Salem doesn't have nothing to lose. They got a piece of it anyway, but Panthers want to get a piece of it too. There's one drilled up the middle, and how important is that stolen base? As Peterson rounds, he slips. Oh, my God. Great slip. He slips, round to third. Oh, man.
Hey, Slade, get that bound or that weird double hop thing.
Come on, 12. Okay. 12. Come on, 12. Go, kid. Okay. Okay.
Mayberry looks throwing
All right.
outside.
Ball down, get down ball. Let's go. Let's go, Cade. Let's go, Cade. Chopper to play.
Mayberry
Hey, let's go, Cade.
can help himself here.
Come on, finish it, Cade.
There's a
Good pitch, Cade.
one ball, one strike, 2 outs. Peterson at third, Murphy.
Go, Cade.
First. Panthers.
Cade, come on, Cade. Come on, Cade.
There's a pitch. He lines it into right field, and that'll score, Sam. Murphy's hustling to third. Coach Kaufman's gonna hold him. Good piece of hitting by Mayberry as he just went with the pitch. Golfed it into right field, right down the line.
All right. Deep rip.
Panthers go ahead 1-0. Keeling comes in. Unger is going to be the runner for Mayberry. Unger with good wheels himself. You got Murphy, who had a base hit with 2 outs. And then Mayberry with a 2-out base hit. Championships are won off of 2-out base hits. Let's see if Keeling can keep it going. Gatlin hitting in the 3-hole, hit by the pitch last time. There's a curveball, stays up. Man, borderline pitch there. Gatlin, good take. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Watch Unger over there. He's got some wheels. Nobody goes, and he steps off. All
right,
He's right there, Cade.
There's a good cut by Keeling. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Draw a throw so we could get him home. But Keeling, the senior, let's see if he can. A base hit now would be deadly. There's a fly ball. Right fielder's calling for it. He's underneath it. He makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the Panthers. But not before they get 1 run on 2 hits. And Strand 2 will be back after 2 innings with the score. Panthers 1, Salem Tigers none. On the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99.
Go, work down, get down ball pit. Go.
PFP, be here, Cade.
Go now. Good. Alright. Hey, let's go in. Hey, let's go. We gotta hit. Go. Hey, we're gonna get one. We gotta get one. Hey, look. Steven's picture, boys. We're gonna get runs. We gotta make runs. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, boy, I got you. Hey, come on, Blake. Go, Blake.
Up for Salem. If I can get their lineup pulled up. Edwards sits in there, 2-1 count. Hoyt asked for an appeal down the first baseline, and the umpire said he did. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Bottom of the third inning. Or excuse me, top of the third. Blake Edwards, then Stevens, then back to the top of the order. And there's strike 3. And he goes down looking. And another backwards K for Mayberry. And that brings up Stevens. Stevens, the third baseman. And Mayberry starting to rack up the strikeouts now. Top of the third inning. Panthers lead this one 1-0. 1 run on 2 hits last inning. And there's a nice pitch. Hits the outside corner for a strike. There's another curveball that stays up high. That evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. He winds and deals a big swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on a curveball. Just kept breaking. And he winds, fires a fastball. Man, just misses. Borderline pitch right there. Good take by the Salem hitter. 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Mayberry winds, deals. There's a slow roller to third. Picked up. Fired over by Richardson. Put out by Hudson.
Hey, boys.
And that's out number 2. And Murphy sends it airmail. Richardson showed his vertical over there. Knocked it down. That brings up the top of the order in Richer. Richer playing shortstop. Hits from the left side. Mayberry winds, deals. There's a ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Richer leads off. Mayberry winds, deals. There's a good curved ball. And it goes in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he winds and throws just a touch outside, and that moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Panthers lead 1-0. One run on 4 hits. There's a swing and a miss as he gets him to chase. Good pitch by Mayberry. Mayberry looks sharp today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Deuces Wild. There's a pitch just outside. Hoyt doesn't need to set up that far out. I mean, he's hitting the spot, but Hoyt's way too far out. As he winds and deals, there's a ball high, he loses him. And Richer walks. That brings up Moody to center field. 2 down here. 1-0 Panthers. Mayberry checks the runner at first, fires just a touch outside. Gets the sign from Hoyt. Checks the runner, fires over to first. He doesn't have much of a lead at all. I wouldn't worry about him. 1 ball. There's a pitch, fouled back. It evens it out. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tim Wilson up here running the cameras, of course. Man, we missed him Saturday, didn't we, folks? I don't know where he was. There's a ball, just misses outside, 2-1, and he's not missing by much out there. Just a touch. And I'll tell you, I hate that ball. I hate the ball that's called 6 inches off the plate, so I'm not going to be hypocritical. That's a ball. There's a ball, gets away from Hoyt.
Hey, you're out there! There you go. That's gotta be perfect. Hey, it's gotta be perfect. 6, right where you want it.
Richard thought about going. He moves well. Moody with a runner in scoring position. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Panthers lead 1-0. Mayberry trying to hold him there. He winds and deals. Inside, and he walks him. And his body language isn't real good right now. And Matthews goes out and talks to him. And that brings up
It's a weird thing, but it worked out. Ain't that right, Buddha Man? Hey, ain't that right, Buddha Man?
Tries to settle the senior down. He's just missing. We're in the SCA Conference Championship game against the undefeated Salem Tigers as they've come to Mayberry Park. Sun out. I think we'll get the game. And there's a ball down low. And that's a ball. Anywhere, any place. One ball, no strikes. He just needs to settle in and throw strikes. There's a good strike right at third base. All he's got to do is step on the bag, and there you go. If you walk them, you can't get them out. That's going to do it for the top of the third as they go down with no runs on no hits. And strand two. We'll be back with the bottom of the third with the Panthers coming to hit, leading this one 1-0 on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 1-0's your score. Caden Richardson with his Conway Twitty walk-up song hits a shot to third base. That brings up Hoyt. Followed by Garrett Hutzel. And first pitch hitting Caden Richardson, always aggressive. Hoyt looks at ball low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Good take by Hoyt. Oh, it was a strike. Man. There's another one hit right at the second baseman.
Got a boy.
Throwing it around, and that's going to bring up Hutzel on a quick 2 outs for the Panthers. About 3 pitches and 2 outs recorded. Du Bois is being stingy in his pitch count. Hutzel playing first. He looks at a strike right downtown Central. Man, you can't get no better than that. No balls, 1 strike. Playing Hutzel. He's got a big hole in the right center field gap that he likes. Now he's dug himself a hole. No balls, 2 strikes as he went fishing. If he can't be here. Unlike the girls' game, this game's on YouTube. And there's a ball high. Tim's got all kinds of different angles and got the camera looking good. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, Panthers. He looks at a ball low and good eye by Hutzel. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Linton on deck. Linton fanned his last time. Hutzel. And he's worked his way back to a full count. Hutzel saying something to the umpire. I bet that was entertaining. Garrett, he's something else. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Great kid. Here comes the pitch. He drills one down the right field line and a good swing. Just a little late on it. Took that outside pitch and didn't try to do too much. Count remains full. Here's a curveball high, and he draws a walk. Good at bat. And that brings up Linton with 2 outs. 2 outs. Panthers lead this 1-0. I would like to get some extra insurance after that lead.
Okay.
Boy off of first. There's a pitch. No strikes. 2 outs. Hutzel on first.
Good kick. Got you down. Here we go.
There's no doubt about it. For a big boy. Oh, almost gets Dave. Sometimes you got to take one for the team, buddy. 2 balls, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-1. I didn't see a strike, but yep. 2 down. Hutzel not as gritty with his lead. There's a ball popped up right behind first base. They're going to run out and chase for it. And they can't get it as it goes out of bound. Goes out of play. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Linton. He pops it straight up. Du Bois and the catcher calling for it, and he makes the catch. He doesn't have to move, and that's going to do it for the Panthers. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, as they go no runs on no hits and strand 1. We move to the 4th inning with Mountain Grove leading 1-0 on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99.
We got a helmet thing. Put him in there.
Welcome back, Panther Sports on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Owen Hamilton, the first baseman, big boy. He fouls one down the first baseline. No balls, 1 strike. 1-0's your score. Mayberry still on the bump for his 4th inning of work as we move to the top of the 4th. Mayberry looks into Matthews, winds, deals, and there's one right downtown Central. And that moves the count to no balls and 2 strikes on the cleanup hitter from Salem. Hoyt setting up way outside. Fouls that off, and the little guy from Salem doesn't like it that he missed that pitch. Owen digs in. Here's a pitch from Mayberry, curveball. Oh, and he thought he was struck out, and he didn't get the call. Oh, man, now the hitter's showing up the ump. How about that? You don't see that every day. It's called, hey, he said it's a ball, buddy. And he was fooled on the pitch. Walked halfway to the dugout before they figured out it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. He fouls that one off and spoils a good pitch right there, as he really does. That's a good pitch by Mayberry. How he made contact with that baby. Owen's a big boy, plays first. He drills one down the right field line. I like how he uses the whole ballpark. But count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. There, the ball's still loose out on the field. As Hutzel lets it go by him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now it's into home plate. So, a big delay here in the top of the 4th. No outs. And there's a strike 3, and I guarantee you that curveball was going to be a strike, whether it was over his head or behind his back or nothing. And that's the first out. Mayberry records another strikeout. He's on a roll. Sanders steps in. And there's a ball high up in his eyes. 1 ball, no strikes. No, nice pitch there, but just a touch high. 2 balls, no strikes on that off-speed delivery. Districts are over for today. And there's a ball just a touch inside. Now he falls way behind in the count, 3-0. Mayberry looks in. He's a fast worker. He winds, he dines. Right down Central right there. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. He goes. There's a strike 2 as he throws that one the same place. Just throws it up there and says, hit me if you can. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's strike 3, and he comes all the way back to get him for his 8th strikeout of the night.
Now batting for Salem, number 19, Cash Howard.
That brings Mayberry on fire. Howard, the right fielder, hits from the left side. Fouls one off, and Mayberry's starting to get in the groove here in the top of the 4th. 2 strikeouts this inning so far. Mayberry winds, he deals. In the dirt, gets away from Hoyt. Retrieved by Howard. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Mayberry looks in, gets the sign, winds, fires. Short arms it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, Salem, 2 undefeated, and there's a swing and a miss. That evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mayberry winds, he fires. Hit high and outside over on the coach pitch field. That makes the count remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. here on a beautiful Monday evening at Mayberry Park. SCA contest, SCA championship on the line. Panthers get a piece or get nothing. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it as Mayberry strikes out the side. And we move to the bottom of the fourth inning with the score, Panthers 1, Salem nothing. With the Panthers coming to hit on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Last time.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Braden Hoy steps in the bottom of the fourth. You got Hoy, Peterson, and Hoy pumps one up to the first baseman. He makes the catch and caught at the bag there, and that brings up Sam Peterson. Peterson, who walked and scored the only run of this game so far. And you got Caden Murphy on deck. Panthers 1 run on 3 hits. Salem no runs on no hits. Du Bois, good cut by Sam, fouled straight back. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Du Bois, he throws a curveball that just don't break, goes behind Sam. No, Sam digs in. 1-1 is your count. He stands right over the plate, looks at a ball low. He walked his last at bat, stole second, went to third, and scored as a base hit by Murphy. He was going to score that play, and he fell down. And he looks at a ball as Du Bois spikes it. Du Bois might be getting a little tired out there. Had to do a lot of work on this field to get it playable today. Looks pretty good, but the mound is a different beast. And that ball's inside. Sam draws his second walk. That brings up Murphy, who had a base hit his last time.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 22, Caden Murphy.
Murphy digs in from the right side with Peterson. Good speed on the bases. Du Bois comes set. He checks on Sam. Sam with not a big lead. These guys just like, both pitchers just like throwing to the base, I think. Murphy looks down at Coach Kaufman. Coach is old school. He doesn't have any wristbands. He gives signals. Big swing and a miss by Murphy. He was trying to hit it to Kabul. Caden's been inserted in the lineup last half of the season, done a heck of a job. He's a battler. He turns the bunt. He does, puts down a beauty. And the only play they got's to go to first. And what a bunt by Murphy. Beautiful. Does his job and gets Peterson to second base with 2 outs. And here comes Mayberry. Mayberry with an RBI that scored him. Caden says, you owe me one, Sam. You fell down on my base hit, but Mayberry, beautiful job of hitting. He almost gets hit himself. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here. Panthers win a runner in second base, and the likes of Sam Peterson, who scored the only run today. Sam gets a big lead, nobody holding him on, and he drills it right into center. Center fielder makes a good running play, and that's going to do it for the Panthers, as Mayberry hit it right on the nose, but right at the center fielder. So the score here is Panthers 1, Salem Tigers nothing, with the Salem coming up in the top of the 5th on the home of Panther baseball. Big Country 99. Sports Big Country 99. Ball's going to lead things off. Edwards and then Stevens, the bottom of the Tiger order. Mayberry. There's one, goes over by the dugout. No balls, 1 strike here. Top of the 5th inning, I'll tell you, this one's gone through. It's been crisp and clean. It's 5:33. Game's been going an hour, and we're in the top of the 5th. Mayberry. That one's drilled. Oh, just over Richardson's glove as he almost snagged that thing. And a good hit for ball. And first hit right there. That brings up Edwards. You don't have much to talk about before, but that's the first hit for the Salem Tigers here today. Panthers only have 1 run, though. Lead this one 1-0. Mayberry looks at him, throws it, and they tries to bunt. Same idea the Panthers had, except there's no outs compared to 1 out. Edwards, then Stevens. No balls, 1 strike. Mayberry checks the runner, fires. Ball in the dirt, good block by Hoyt. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike as they gave him a strike trying to bunt it. One nothing, your score. Panthers on top. Oh, there's a ball high, and that moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Big one here today. Salem really nothing to lose, but Panthers everything to win. And there's a pitch. Whoa, my goodness, right down central for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just need to do that again. Just see if he can hit it. Wind and throw a strike. There, nope. That one's knocked down by Hoyt. Good job. As he bounced outside, knocked that down, kept it right there in front of him so the runner couldn't advance. Now the count's full. Big crowd here at Mayberry today to watch this baseball game. One. There's a slow chopper foul over by the Panther dugout. The count will remain full. Man, had district softball here today. Kudos to the Terry Rogers and that crew as they got these fields in shape and really worked all day long. Coach Rogers and the whole staff for getting this thing going. As I know it took a lot of work. As Mayberry swing and a miss, and first base is occupied, so you can't advance. And that's Mayberry's 10th on the day with a runner on first. Stevens, the 9-hole hitter, up for the Tigers, then back to the top of the order. One out. Runner on first. Mayberry looks into Matthews, gets the sign. He bunts it right at Mayberry. Mayberry can go to second. He throws it out into center. He didn't step towards the bag. Now everybody's safe. Runners on first and second. And he made the right choice. He had the guy dead to left at second base. You got to make that throw. One out. Nobody knows it better than Mayberry, though. Now back to the top of the order. And it's going to be Richter, the shortstop. It's ball inside. One hit, one error. That's what happens. Linton backing that play up good. Good throw by Mayberry. Murphy applies the tag, but it's not in time. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second. Not holding them on. And we get a strike called, even though it bounces out of Hoyt's mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Let's see if Mayberry can pick it, get out of this jam. 1-0 lead. That ball's touch high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Big hole over there on the right side with Murphy, with a left-handed hitter with him trying to cover. He tries to bunt, and he went at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a big break for the Panthers right there. Mayberry looks at the runner at second. He winds, he deals. Little fly ball, straight back. Look out my truck. Look out my truck. Had to park where I don't usually park because somebody got in my parking spot. I had to go get hot dog buns. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a one right back for 1 to 2. Oh, he says he's safe. Oh, I don't know about that one. Good turn by Keeling. We have to watch a replay of that. Go to YouTube and tell me what you think. Good turn right there. As Mayberry made a good throw on that one. Taylor made double play. Man, I thought he beat him by half a step, but we don't have instant replay in high school baseball, just in MLB. Mayberry looks in. Man, see if he can get out of this. There's a strike right downtown Central. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. He winds, he deals a little bit high. Man, I'm telling you, if the ball gets by Hoyt, he's in. But on the other hand, he might be a dead duck to pick him off. Hoyt likes to throw to the bags. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike right over the inside. Good pitch by Mayberry. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The tension rises. Runners on the corner for Salem. All the marbles on the line. There's a ball high. Panthers. One ball, or 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mayberry. He hits it right at Keeling. Keeling up with it. Fires to first, and that's going to do it. The Panthers escape without giving up a run, as they give up no runs on 1 hit. And strand 2, and they make 1 error. They still lead this one 1-0, coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th on the home of Panther baseball. Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther baseball as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Du Bois on for his 5th inning of work, and he throws one just a touch low. Keeling takes a ball. 1-0 your score. Panthers on top. This has been a nail biter. Got out of a jam last inning. There's a ball just a touch inside. Makes the count 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Keeling throws a grounder to the shortstop. He boots it, but then picks it up and fires it on a great scoop by the first baseman. And he bails Richter out. And I mean, he's got a cannon over there at short. Holy cow. As he nailed Keeling by half a step. Richardson. First pitch out last inning. First out. He fouls one off. We need to get something going. Hoyt on deck with 9 home runs last year. Has only sent 1 over into orbit this year. No balls, 1 strike. There's a ball that stays just inside. That's a good curveball. It just doesn't catch the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a tough pitch to take. 1 out. Here's a pitch. And that moves it to 2 balls, 1 strike here. It's nail biter time. Last SCA contest of the year. He gets 1 out into right field. Right fielder reads it well, but he can't get there. Richardson thinks about second. No, you better not. That brings up Matthews. And we're gonna have a in and out runner as Cale Gardner's gonna come in and run for Richardson. That'll be a re-enter probably, as Richardson picks up his first base hit of the day. And now Hoyt Matthews, Hoyt the senior, going to William and Penn to continue his baseball career. 0 for 2 today. Du Bois winds, he fires, curveball, 12-6, breaks Rover but just low. 1 ball, no strikes. Great crowd here today, outfield's full. Had district softball before. I think a lot of people stayed over to watch baseball. Du Bois, the ball in the dirt. Gardner, Coach Keeling down there at first talking to Cale. 2 balls, no strikes. Cale, just a freshman. Matthews fouls one down the third baseline. It rolls foul. Cale was on the move. And that makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Cale with good wheels. 1 down here. Two ones your count. There's a curveball in the dirt. Catcher can't get a hold of it. Gardner steals second base. Good call there. Slow curveball that the catcher couldn't get the handle on as it was in the dirt. And the count goes 3 balls, 1 strike with first base open. I'd probably just walk him. Face the next guy. 3-1. And there's a ball hit right at the shortstop. He's up with it. He fires across, and that's going to do it for Hoyt, who goes 0 for 3 on the day. And Gardner moves to third. And that brings up Garrett Hutzel, the first baseman, with Gabe Linton on deck. One nothing's your score. Panthers on top, trying to add to their lead. Du Bois won't let them. There's a curveball in the dirt. Gardner just not far enough away from the catcher for him to advance. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Ball high. Hutzel, they're playing him to his strength as he's got a big hole in right center, and that's where he hits the baseball. Let's hope they give him an outside pitch. See if he can't do what he's done all year. And he has it, but he doesn't do it. 3 balls, no strikes. Good take by Hutzel. I thought that was a strike, and I thought that was his pitch to go to right center. Now Garrett with a 3-0 count. See if Coach Kaufman put the green light on. No, and it hits him anyway. So we got runners on the corners. And that brings up the senior, Gabe Linton. Gabe is due. How do you do, Gabe? Come on. 2 outs. 1-0's your score. Oh, here comes Unger. He's going to run for Hutzel. Hutzel. And here comes the coach out for a meeting on the mound with the boys. And as they have a meeting, we're going to take a break and send it back to the studio for a word from our great sponsors who make this happen. On the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99.
Get the hitter. 2 out. Come on, Caden. Get the hitter.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball in the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 1-0 your score. Linton at the plate. He pops it straight up. And I don't know what Gabe's doing different today, but he's had a little bit of an uppercut on that ball all day. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and Gabe's usually a line drive hitter. But, boy, he's taking a big launch angle at it. Yeah, McRun gets across. Great play by Unger. Unger goes, yeah. Great job. Coach Kaufman's thrilled to death. And how do you do? Destin Unger, he did just what the doctor ordered. And the Panthers score run number 2 before they make the 3rd out. And we'll be back with the top of the 6th inning with the Panthers leading this one 2-0 on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Panthers get a big break as Destin Unger does his magic on the base pass and gets the pitcher to throw at him because he just knew he had him out. And that let the run score from third base for a 2-0 lead as we foul it straight back. Du Bois is the hitter, and there's a strike, and he goes behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Mayberry already with 11 strikeouts today in the SCA game. There's one hitting on the ground, fielded by Richardson. He boots it, picks it up, fires, but he's not in time. And that's an error. 5-E5 as Du Bois reaches. And, man, every time you get one of those with this score not being a 2-0 game, you just cringe. That brings up the big first baseman. He does a good job at first base. He saved his shortstop a couple times. Hamilton, Du Bois, and there's a ball outside. Mayberry's gone the whole way. This is the 6th inning. He has 10 strikeouts and only given up 1 hit. There's a strike over the outside corner. Beautiful pitch by Mayberry. I mean, that evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-0 is the score. It's getting overcast again. The ball's up. Hutzel giving chase. You can't see if he gets it or not. And I guess that's going to be a long strike. And that moves the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first. Nobody down here in the top of the 6th. Mayberry on for his 6th inning work. 2-0's your score. Panthers on top. Good pitch there. Hit right at Keeling. double play ball. Oh! And Murphy, and there's 2 back-to-back errors. And Coach Kaufman's going to call time and settle this infield down. As he calls time, we're going to take time and send it back to the studio for a word from our sponsors on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Silence, you got him. All right, good. Let's go, hey.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball as the Panthers make a pitching change. Gatlin Keeling comes in relief. Gatlin's been the man all year in relief. Sanders steps to the plate. 2 runners on, no outs. Nice pitch there. Just a little high. Whew. 1 ball, no strikes. Sanders with a big strike zone. Ooh, man. 2 errors back-to-back, and Keeling's high on that one. He falls behind in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody gone. Panthers in a jam. Mayberry moved to short. There's a strike. Keeling's first one since he's been on the bump. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-0 Panther lead. Runners on first and second for Salem. There's a ball drilled underneath Richardson's glove. They're going to send him. Hoy fires. He got him. Hoy nailed him. What a throw. What a throw. Braden Hoy. Oh, my goodness. And that's the second one this year we've seen. Hoyt with a great job making the tag. And a huge play for the first out. And it was shallow. It just got under Richardson's glove as it was hitting the 6 hole. And that brings up Cash Howard, the lefty. There's a swing and a miss. And as they said, the ball slipped. The boy slipped a little bit around third base, which is a mess. We saw Sam Peterson fall down there in a couple innings. And that third base is very slick when you're around that bag. You got to watch it. No balls, 1 strike on Howard. Cash Howard, you got to love that name. Here's a beautiful curveball, drops right in there. No call. Oh, my goodness. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner still on first and second. Just 1 out. Keeling. There's a swing and a miss. to the lefty. Good pitch by Gatlin, and he moves ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What a play by Braden Hoy. Braden hadn't hit like he wanted to this year, but got a cannon. There's a swing and a miss, and that's a huge strikeout right there for Gatlin Keeling. And there's 2 outs now, forcing any base. And that brings up Colby Ball, who had a base hit his last at bat. Coach is saying something. I don't know what he's doing. Matthews is going to go out and talk to Keeling. A runner for Sanders over on first with 2 outs. Keeling. Barrett is going to run for Sanders over at first base. Corby with a base hit. His last time a base hit's trouble. Keeling stares at the runner at second. He winds, fires, and there's another base hit. Hoy comes up, fires. It's going to be there again. He does it again. He does it again. Oh, my goodness. Hoy does it again. Guns them out at home plate. 2 in 1 inning. Beautiful strikes. How do you do, Braden Hoy? And let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers leading 2-0 on the home of Panther Sports. Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Gabe pops up to the second baseman, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. All I can say is wow. Wow. Been to a lot of baseball games, a lot of years, and I've never seen 2 gunned out at home plate by the same guy ever. Hoy is at the dish. He swings at a high, hard one. No balls and 1 strike. You bet he gunned him. He gunned him. Beautiful throws. No balls. And he gets hit. I'd hit him too if he threw 2 of my base runners out. There's no doubt about it, Du Bois. Nothing wrong with that. Now up Sam Peterson. He's walked twice. Caden Murphy on deck. 2-0 Panther lead. Holy cow. Give me a heart attack, would you, Panthers? Hoy with good speed on first. Du Bois winds. Peterson's going to bunt. Good pitch by Du Bois to not let Peterson bunt. That was too low. You got to pull your back bat on those that are on the ground. You can't bunt them. You got to get the baseball bat on top of the ball. Du Bois He wheels. There's one. Pop up. And a good play by Hoy to get back. And Du Bois. And you can't just poke your bat out there. You got to let it give when you hit it. That's all right. Sam has scored 2 runs or 1 run today, I think. Yeah. That brings up Murphy. Button's a lost art. Hoy's on first with 2 outs. Linton started the inning popping up. Then Peterson popped up on a bunt attempt. Now Caden Murphy. Hoy. Swing is. It gets out into left field. And Hoy slides as the ball goes out. And he's safe. And we're lucky there. We get a break. And now Hoy's in scoring position for Caden Murphy, who's had a base hit. Had an RBI taken away from him at that slippy third base as Sam Peterson fell down. Oh, and he takes one right at the knees. He can't believe it. No balls, 2 strikes. Murphy's old school, no batting gloves. Just up there hacking. Du Bois. He looks at one good eye there, and that's the first ball here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Hoy on second. Hit by a pitch. Panthers lead 2-0. And this has been a wild one, folks. And it hits him. Good job by Caden as you get on. Oh, they're saying he dove into it. My goodness. I haven't seen that call all year. On a curveball, you don't. Yeah. I mean to tell you. He's been borderline all day, and that just shows you what it's coming to. On a curveball, you can't tell me that he didn't get out of the way because you don't know where it's going to end up. And that ball had spin on it. 2-2-2. Deuce is wild. Hoy on second. And a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be back with the top of the 7th with the Panthers leading this one 2-0 on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports. Top of the 7th. Here we go. The batters, Blake Edwards. You got 8, 9, and 1. And he gets hit, and he didn't look like he tried to get out of the way either. No call. And Gatlin. And one thing we don't want to give Salem is base runners, because you're not going to throw them out at home every time. And we have given Salem every chance that they needed, and we don't need to give them any more, or it'll come back and haunt us. Keeling checks, fires, swing and a miss. And you got 8-9, you throw fastballs on 8-9. You don't go back to bat speed, change up or a curve. You throw fastballs. Gatlin. Outside as the ball breaks out and all their off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-0's your score. Panthers on top. 4 hits to 3 hits. Pitch, he's going to bunt. Gatlin slips, got to go to first, gets him. Yes, gets the guy at first as he slips on the infield, and that's the field condition, folks. Gatlin, a very good fielder. We've seen it all year. He would have made a good play at second. He had the lead runner. And he just slipped. I don't know if he's wearing rubber cleats out there, not metal. I have no idea. We're lucky we got an out at all. And that goes to the top of the order. Richer, the shortstop. Keelan checks the runner at second. 1 down, 2 outs away for the Panthers. There's a ball high. One ball, no strikes. Keeling checks the runner, fires. There's a beautiful pitch for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. SCA contest, but league championship on the line for the Panthers. There's a pitch just blooped out at short. Oh, my goodness! Mayberry and Richardson collide, and that's Mayberry's ball all the way. That's his 3rd error of the game. 3rd. That is Mayberry's ball. And we keep giving the Tigers another life. And folks, that'll come back and haunt you. One down, should be 3. We should be celebrating an SCA championship right now. Keeling trying to work his way out of it, made the pitches. That ball's high. Moody, the center fielder, looks down at his coach at third base. Salem undefeated on the year. Panthers with 1 loss. And Gatlin stays high. There's a pitch, and he's high again. 3-0's the count. Now Gatlin's got to work all the way back. Panthers lead 2-0, but trying to give it back. Keelan checks the runner. And that's ball 4, 4 straight balls. And the wheels are coming off here. Gatlin, a senior, has done well on relief all year. Now Du Bois, the number 3 hitter, comes in with bases juiced. Force play at home, and he stays high. Gatlin. fouls one off. He fouls the ball off. He helps Gatlin out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keeling needs to get it lowered. No place to put this guy. There's a curveball, stays up in the zone. Two to nothing's your score. Bases full of Tigers. 1 out. There's a ball popped up. Hustling over, but it goes out of play. And the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. See if the Panthers can't get another out here. Another out would be huge. Cleanup hitter Owen Hamilton on deck. Man, a ground ball here would be perfect. He shakes his head, yes. He comes set, fires. A pitch way outside. Three, 2, 1 out. Keeling winds. There's a strike. And it gets by. It's a double. And this one's tied up. And this is tied up on errors and unearned runs. And drop pop flies and dropped easy opportunities. And getting behind in the count and having to throw a fastball. Two two's the score now. And the cleanup hitter up for, and we're still not out of the woods. Hamilton, the big first baseman, steps in. Top of the 7th inning. And the ball's in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Gatlin super sharp his last inning when he came in. Has struggled with command this inning. He checks the runner, fires, and a high pop-up. Keeling calls for it. He's got it, and there's out number 2. I'd take it too, Gatlin. That brings up Sanders. Sanders, the catcher, has had a single his last at bat. 2 down. See if the Panthers can hold it here. They get last at bats. There's a good pitch right there by Gatlin, down in the zone this time. He checks on the runner at second. He winds, he deals. That ball's in the dirt. Good block by Hoyt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers can't advance. Gatlin checks, fires. There's a ball low. That moves the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. There's a ball high. That makes it 3-1, a hitter's count. Gatlin's going to have to be careful. Two down here. Gatlin trying to get out of it. Here's a pitch, and he pops it up. Mayberry calling for it and calling for it. And that's going to, oh! And he's safe. And another mistake. He snow-coned it, but it fell out of his glove. And you ain't seen nothing. You can't make this stuff up, can you? Tim says no, you can't make it up. 2 outs. Tigers gave us a break. They should have run like crazy. Yeah, Panthers get a break or a run should have scored on that. They did not run on 2 outs like they should. Lefty at bat. That's Howard. Richardson gives chase. The ball goes over in the coach pitch field. 1-1's your count. Man, Panthers get a big break as Salem does not execute with 2 outs. Running. And they must not have known what the outs were or something, because they did not run around the bases. Panthers got to take advantage of this huge break Salem gave us. He's swing, and he didn't have a chance with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man, oh man. Always taught with 2 outs, you go. You don't stop till you're told. Whew. No, I guess it hit in foul territory. And he's having a hard time seeing Gatlin's ball. He's not getting a good swing on it at all. One ball, 2 strikes, and Gatlin's pounding him with that backdoor curveball. Bases loaded. There's a high fastball, and that evens the count, trying to get him to chase. Howard with the hat trick today. 3 Ks. And a ball inside. And no place to put him. No place to put him. Here we go. He fouls one off, or is it going to fall? And now the Tigers are moving with 2 outs, and thank you for not doing that on the last one. They aren't going to make that mistake again. Count's full. Everybody's got to move on the pitch. Howard with 3 strikeouts on the day is at the plate. There's 2 outs. Keeling comes set, fires, swing and a miss, 4. And that's going to do it. We're still tied 2-2 with the Panthers coming to hit on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Cousin Justin's favorite deal. We won't say it. I don't want to jinx it, but it's 2-2. Bottom of the 7th inning. Panthers need a run to win. That's the great thing about being home. Panthers with 5 errors on the day. Ben's been very gracious, just giving them 4. Yeah. As Mayberry steps in, he fouls one off. Mayberry with a big line drive with an RBI base hit down the right field line. We need that to get going. Panthers all tied up here. Pitch. He gets one out into left field and a leadoff base hit by Mayberry. That brings up Gatlin. Keeling's due. Trust me, he's due. And that's going to be it for Du Bois as they go and make a pitching change. And as they make a change, we're going to send it back to the studio for a word from our great sponsors that make all this happen on the home of Panther Baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Roy Stevens comes in relief of Du Bois. Du Bois, who did a good job holding the Panthers to 2 runs. Now Gatlin gets to look at Roy Stevens with Mayberry on first. Panthers all tied up 2-2. Need 1 run, some way, somehow. As Stevens' first move of action is to throw it to first base. Panthers had a 2-0 lead. There goes Mayberry. There's one in the gap. That's trouble. Mayberry's going to score on this one, I think. They're getting it in. They hold him up. Holy cow. With no outs. Salem did a good job to get it in, but Keeling with a big double. Mayberry was going to second. He had to stop to make sure it was down. That brings up Mr. Clutch. One run, anyway. They're going to walk Richardson intentionally. That's going to bring up Hoyt Matthews, hammering Hoyt. With no outs, bases juiced. Full of Panthers. And what a swing by Gatlin Keeling, putting it in the gap. Mayberry back-to-back hits. Keeling with the first extra base hit of the day for either team. There's a strike right downtown Central. Right across the plate. You won't get one better than that. Bases juiced. Panthers need a run. There's one hit out into left field. He comes up, catches it, not deep enough as the left fielder. The outfielders are playing shallow. Anything with any depth will get by him, and it's over. Now there's one out. That's huge right there. First pitch hitting. Outfield for Salem's about on the infield. Hutzel at the plate. He hits a safety squeeze, and he gets home, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it. As Garrett Hutzel gets a bunt single, knocks in Mayberry. The Panthers tie for the SCA championship, and they go in the hard way, as you don't need to do that to us that way. Just win. We'll be back with the Family Pharmacy postgame show and a wrap-up as the Panthers tie for the SCA championship with a 3-2 win over Salem on a bunt hit single by Garrett Hutzel. We'll see if Coach Kaufman comes up here and talks to me on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.